Hello everybody, this is Williams Alfred Onen, aka Kiwix from the Kiwixcompo studio, and in our today's tutorial we are going to be dealing with uh, random password generation, like uh, just a some simple lines of code that will deal with random password generation. We'll call it random password generator. Let's go ahead. Now this is my root folder. We're dealing with alright, so let's give it a name like uh, password generator. Password generator, and that's the name of the folder. We can quickly drag it here to Sublime Text, and then we create a new file. Let this file be our index.php. Oh, so sorry. Index.php should be the name of the file. Okay, we have the file existing there as index.php, and it's our file under password generator. Now when we come here, this is our root folder, and when we access password generator, we see a blank page. Alright, now this is our index page. We'll put anything here, it displays here. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's put some HTML here, like title. Let's name it a random password. Okay, so now within the body tag here we can do our thing, like we can create a form. Alright, and within this form we should have the action of the form. Let's redirect the form to this same page, that's index.php. We need to indicate the method we want to use. We can either use get or post. Now post is when you're dealing with, like, you want to post some values on the page, and get displays here, like you are using an ID, or you have a page where there's a delete hyperlink there, and you want to delete something from the database. That's when you use get, then you indicate the ID. That's the unique identifier for that. There are other ways of using get, but that's one way. So the best method we use here is the post. So let's create something like let's just say an input. This is all HTML, not the real PHP we are into. So input, let's just give it a type of text. Yes, or let's start with this, a type of submit. Let's give it a name of generator, or yeah, generator will be better. And then let's give it a value. Let's say generate. So when we come to our page here and reload, we realize that we have this. Now this is this. When we click it, it just comes to the index page, which is the action we specified. So now let's go ahead and do another one, like an input tag, and then the type should be text. The name, do we need to give it a name? I don't think so, because we won't really use it, I guess. But we can give it a value. Now the function of this newly created text box is so that when we click generate here, it brings out what we want here, like the random password. So now that's where the value would be. It will be some PHP codes and all that. So let's put our PHP somewhere here. Create a PHP tag somewhere, and then it's good for spacing. Okay, now we have created our PHP. What's next? Let's just use some PHP, like if is set. Now what this really means is that if something has been done, an action has taken place, as if it's set. Now in this case it means if it's set that $_post, then because we're using the post method, that's why we do this. So now what will be here is the name of what we clicked, which is generator. So if it's set that generator has been clicked, let's go ahead and try it by simply just echoing out something like hey, you just clicked the generate button, something like that. So when someone clicks it, it brings out, hey, you just clicked the generate button. So it means we're on the right track. But we want our message to come out within this, not just outside. So we can assuming this was what we wanted to do, we can just put this in a variable like clicked equals all of this, and then when we come here, the value here would be in a PHP tag, and we just echo clicked out, echo clicked. So when we click it here and click this, it comes into this, hey, you just clicked the generate button, blah blah blah. Okay, now notice something. This is PHP. If I take all these lines of code, like I copy everything here, and then I comment this, and then I comment this out, then I put my PHP down here. Look at something. When I try clicking, it brings out some gibberish like suppression error, undefined variable clicked in line 15. So undefined variable clicked, this means this is not known. And it's true, when you're following real life, how can you say, okay, echo clicked, or do something with something that doesn't exist, and then after you that's when you make it exist? It doesn't really work that way. So that's why we are advised to put our PHP whatever on top of the HTML here, so that it will be recognized. Even when using databases, like, alright, you have a database page, you want to just include the database page here. You don't include it downward, you include it before a place that will use the database. So let's go ahead and continue. Now let's scrap this off, and then okay, if it said that generator has been clicked, that's what this means. Let's put this off so that we won't forget, but actually we're going to use this PHP, so let's leave it this way. So if we said that generator has been clicked, it should do something. So let's just uh, have a bunch of characters, alphabets, numbers, alphanumerics, um, everything that we want, like a set, actually, like a set. So let's just say maybe set of uh, characters, something like that, and then we can have everything we want, like capital letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I'm even forgetting my ABCD. uh, let's do the same for small letters like A, B, C. Do you know what? We don't even need to do everything. We can just put some random, but they shouldn't repeat, because when we're using this, we can. They might still repeat. They might still repeat. We're using password. This is password, and everything can repeat. We can have things like this, but mind you, in using things like this, single quotations, the dot, they are used in in PHP, and then the single quotation marks can be used in place of these double quotation marks here, and then the dots here can be used for concatenation. So for safety, it's better you scribe it even off. Yes. So we have this as set of characters. So what are we going to do with this set of characters? We have a keyword in PHP. It's called shuffle, like substring shuffle, string shuffle. Sorry, string shuffle. Here it is. Now, string shuffle, from the name, shuffles everything you give it. As you can see, there was this string here within it. It's string, so it shuffles everything within the bracket in front of it. Now we have declared everything here within a variable. So the next we're going to do is just to put this in place of this string, and then it will shuffle it out. But when we shuffle it out, where is it going to keep it? So we should like put a place where it should keep it. Let's declare another variable like uh, maybe shuffled strings, or just shuffled equals this. So shuffled equals this. So when we come here, we can come out with our PHP and then just echo shuffled here. Sorry, it's a variable. Okay, can come back to our page, generate. Alright, it's actually generating. You see, it's generating randomly, but I think this is too much for just password. You can go ahead and remove a lot. You can remove a lot, like here, since it's for description, like for demonstration's sake, you don't need too complex shuffling and too complex passwords. So generate, okay, at least so that we can see the end from here. Generate, it continues. Now this is too much, right? It is too much, but yes, we really need to have a lot. This is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. This is 13, and if you have this type of password, this is one of the most secured passwords. You can give somebody 13 passwords like this and tell that person, alright, hey, this is your password. Let's add some things like Yeah, so it will look much more secured, something like this. We can give somebody this kind of password and then tell that person, hey, this is your password. You have, like, now I've added more, so it's more than 13. So we need to, like, from now, this is our box. It's like a box, a container. So we need to pull out all the things we want from the container, and then we put them, we display. So this brings us to another PHP keyword called substring. The substring, yes, I like this text editor. It works more or less like an IDE. It's good. You need to get one. So substring, and here it needs the string. Now instead of putting all the strings, we just put the shuffled strings. Like substring, now we put shuffled. Shuffled, yes, we want shuffled only. And then it gives us start, meaning when we want to truncate, we need a starting point and then like the length. So we're not starting from anywhere, though we are, but we don't have a starting point like, hey, you should start with A, or you should start with B, or we want to shuffle everything. So we just put a 0 here, and then next we give it the length. Okay, it depends on the type of password. Now we want just a simple password, a simple but complex password. So when we say like 7 will be okay. So 7, to generate 7, and then we end it here. Now we still need to put this within a variable, or we can easily copy everything here and then put it here and then echo it out, but this will look so long. So let's just say a variable like final, and then we echo final here. When we come to this and we generate, look at it, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Generate again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Generate. See, it's really working, and the probability of getting the same password in like 100 clicks is very less. I can't even say. So this is a simple password generator, and you would need it in some sites. Like, alright, you want the when a user registers in your website, he doesn't need to put his own password yet. A password will be generated, and then he puts the password generated, and then he changes to his own password. I think that should be much more like a validation method. So that's it for now. Thank you very much. As you all know, it's been Kiwixcompo from the Kiwixcompo studio. Thank you for watching.